10 things not to say to an artist or crafter. Now, first of all, I just want to say that learn from everyone. Learn from me. Take the best stuff that you get from any of these videos or anyone else's videos and incorporate it. And anything I say that you can't use, throw it out, dismiss it. Just glean what you can take from every person you meet, artist or not, and then make it yours, make it part of you. But stick with the positive. Take the positive stuff and throw out the negative. When I was coming up and I was a starving artist, I found two mentors. I latched on to two young ladies who were just killing it, making arts and crafts and jewelry way better than me. And I learned so much from them. But even they had flaws. And I'm going to tell you the two biggest flaws from my two best mentors. One of them was paranoid that people were stealing her designs and was just always stressed that someone was going to take her designs, to the point she didn't let people take photos of her stuff at her booth. And it's like, the world is so huge, and the chances of, if 100 people steal your designs and go out and do something with it, they're not going to do it as good as you. They're not going to bump into the same places you bump into. They're not going to have the same customers. You're not going to lose anything. If anything, you should see it as a compliment that people want to copy you. And that's sad for them if they want to copy you exactly and they can't put their own spin on it. But if they want to put their own spin on it and make it theirs, you should be proud that you put out all this great energy into the world. It's not going to hurt your business. Trust me, the universe is way too big for that. And the amount of mental stress you put on yourself, that's what's hurting you, not that the person is stealing. My other mentor was just obsessed with negative customers, to the point where she made an entire Facebook page to get all her artist friends together to just discuss and post and ruminate about all the worst customers they ever had and what the whole nasty or disrespectful or irritating things that goofy, weird customers had said to them. And she invited me to the group, and I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, I recognize some of those things, but this just feels, I don't want to focus on this kind of crap. Like, I don't want anything to do with that. So I get that vibe when I see something like this that says 10 things not to say to an artist or crafter. And to whoever made this checklist of 10, I say, get over yourself. If you want to be an artist or crafter and be successful, think big, think exciting, think empire. Stop dwelling on these are 10 things I wish people would stop saying to me because it's disrespectful and I'm a real artist. I'm important. I'm as important as any other job. If you are, then believe it and live like it. You don't need to sit there defending yourself and ruminating and telling other people how not to talk to you. So let's go through this list, right? Number 10, I'll just get my friend to make me one of those. Okay. Why would that bother you at all? That's awesome. Your friend can do that too? Who's your friend? I'd like to meet your friend. That sounds great. Number 9, you know what you should make? Now that one's annoying. People who come up to your booth and try to tell you, you know what you should make, and come up with something different than what you're making. And then they always follow it up with, you'd become a millionaire, or you'd get rich doing that. And it's annoying because you immediately know from all the work you're doing that if you started to do something totally different, it takes a ton of work to learn it. And then when you finally get into it, it takes a ton of work to market it. And it takes a ton of work to see if it even is going to be successful. There's no guarantee that any one product is going to make any one person a millionaire, even if it's an amazing product. So for them to say, you'll be a millionaire, guaranteed, and then they walk away all smugly like they just helped you, I always say, well, why don't you do it? And they're like, well, because you're the expert, you're the artist. Well, if I'm the artist, I'm the expert, then wouldn't I know whether or not it would work and whether it'll make me a millionaire? And if you actually say that to them, they get all frustrated. But this is me complaining now. I don't want to be a complainer. The point is, there's negative people all around. You want to know how many negative people there are? Look at the thumbs down on this video. By the time you're watching this video, it'll probably have a ton of thumbs down. You think I dwell on that? You think that bothers me? There's negative people. Deal with it. Move on. So when someone comes up and says, you know what you should make? Just be like, oh, give them a couple seconds. Sure, tell me what I should make. Once in a while, you might actually find a really good idea that you want to do, that they did help you. So listen to their idea, and when they say, you could make $1 million, be like, yeah, that's awesome. Maybe I'll go make $1 million. Thanks, bye. So that one actually does annoy me, but even then, I'm admitting, like, why should it annoy me? It's dumb. Number 8, do I get a price break if I buy 2? Yes! Yes, you get a price break if you buy, in fact, if you buy 1, I'll give you 1 free. If you buy 2, I'll give you 1 free. Always build into your system ability to give people deals and discounts. And if artists get all upset about that, no, my art is the price it is. You can't go into Kmart and say, I want this for a different price. And you shouldn't be able to do the same thing for me because I'm a real professional, and you shouldn't treat me like I'm not a professional and think you get a discount just because I'm an artist. You know what? Kmart and Walmart and all those Target and all those places, they have coupons. They have discounts. Everybody loves the discount game. They're asking you to play the same game everybody plays. Customers love the discount game. You love the discount game. So play the game. Give your customers discounts. Build it into your price system that you can afford to give away some freebies or give away some half-price things if they buy a certain amount, or however you want to structure it. Set it up for yourself so that if they pay full price, you're happy. But if they pay a little less than full price, it's still going to work for you. Number 7, I can make that myself. That's awesome. Make it yourself. Let me see how it goes. Not even sarcastically. Like, that's great. You must be an artist too. We should work together sometime. Show me what you can make. Why would that bother you? Number 6, why does it cost so much? This is not one that you get often. I've only been asked this once in 10 years. Why is it so much? And it was actually by a person from another country who was used to getting much lower deals on handmade stuff because they came from a poor country, which just explains why things just are the way they are. But, you know, why does it cost so much? Because it does. That's kind of a negative person. Most people are not going to talk to you that way. But if they do, it costs that much because it does. Like, there's no good answer. No matter what you tell them, they're looking for trouble at that point. So just be like, I don't know, how much did you pay for that shirt? And why did it cost so much? And why did you pay for it? Because it is what it is. And at that point, they're going to get annoyed. Because again, they're looking for trouble. So that's more just how do you deal with a negative person. And you just, I don't know, brush it off. Be like, I don't know, I don't have time for you. Like, I don't have time to talk. If you want to buy it, get it. If you don't. Like, if you want to be negative, go somewhere else. Number 5, how do you make this? The artist is supposed to be offended that they want to learn how to make it rather than buying it from you. If they want to learn how to make it, be like, come over to my house and I'll show you. It'll be fun. Come over to my studio. Come hang out sometime and I'll show you. Does it offend you? Are you scared you're going to create more competitors by helping somebody? Get over yourself. Like, put good energy into the world. Help as many people as possible. Give stuff away for free. Like, you can't outgive the universe. It's going to give you back. So stop having this scarcity mentality. Like, oh, I need to keep it all close to me and charge as much as possible and not give any discounts. Give stuff away. Let yourself get hurt a little bit. Let yourself, you know, be like, oh, I messed up. I gave away too much stuff for too low. I should adjust that. Adjust it for next time. But just keep making tons of stuff and putting it into the world and stop stressing over how much you're getting back. Like, seriously, get over yourself. Put out good and don't worry about what comes back. You're going to get more back than you put out. Trust me. Number 4, will you donate your artwork to our event? We can't pay you, but it will be great exposure. Sure. Yes. I want that exposure. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll donate my artwork. Now, artists get really offended by what you wouldn't ask anyone else to. You know what? Everybody asks people to do that all the time. That's what sponsors are. That's why on NASCAR you see Target and Nike and Coca-Cola. People sponsor stuff. They give stuff for free so that they can be promoted. If the biggest guys on earth are doing it, why are you too good to do it? But if you're starving and you need money and you can't afford to give freebies, then give them something of low quality. They don't need to know what's high quality and low quality. Give them something that you can't sell, something that was one of your beginning pieces. Isn't that great? Now your beginning piece is going to get out there and somebody's going to appreciate it because they're going to get it for free. Yay, go you. Like, everything's an opportunity. If you're positive-minded, everything is an opportunity. If you're negative-minded, everything is a threat. Okay? Number 3, my 9-year-old makes this kind of stuff. Cool. You must have an awesome 9-year-old. Tell your 9-year-old if he or she ever wants to come by the studio and get some more help. You know, good for you. I hope my 9-year-old is really into art. That's awesome. Why would that threaten you? Does a basketball player get threatened if somebody says, my 9-year-old kid is into basketball also? Does a basketball player say, Wait a minute, I'm a professional. Don't compare me to a 9-year-old. Really? No, he'd be an idiot. So stop being an idiot. Stop getting offended over everything. Number 2, kids, this is what happens if you don't go to college. Well, first of all, most people are not going to be that rude in front of you to your face, but let's just pretend they are. College is falling apart. People are trusting in college less and less. The universities raise their prices 5 times faster than inflation and at the same time lowered their value. And now people are finding themselves in debt, $250,000 with no skills that they can really turn around and make enough living to make it show that it was worth it. And that's happening everywhere. And tons of businesses, top 500 Fortune company businesses, are now saying we don't require a college degree. The richest man in the world, Elon Musk, just said, I don't care about a college degree. I want to see you have skills. And you can learn skills on the internet. You can teach yourself skills. You can learn skills by apprenticing with someone. There's a million ways to learn skills that are much more efficient than that overpriced, ridiculous, bloated thing known as the university that once upon a time was very helpful and is still very helpful for certain things like STEM, S-T-E-M, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or medical and science fields. But for a lot of things, college is just becoming worthless now, and a lot of people are seeing it. So you're going to see less and less of that bragging about going to college. I went to college. I am not using one single thing I learned in college, and I am building a handmade empire based on my own efforts, based on stuff I started as a teenager way before going to college. That has nothing to do with college. So if somebody says that, just be like, fine, do it your way. Tell your kids to go to college. I'm not telling my kids to go to college. I'm telling them to follow their dreams. And if college is part of that, so be it. And if not the slightest bit of worry in my mind. And finally, number 1, I can buy that at Walmart for $3.99. That's awesome. You can get something close to the art I made at Walmart for $3.99. Tell me, what aisle do I find it in? That'll save me a ton of time and money. I'll go to Walmart and I'll buy a bunch of those and I'll rework them a little bit and put my own signature on them and my own, my own style. I'll embellish them a little bit, and that'll get half the work done for me. That's awesome. And in fact, I'm going to do another video on telling people you should do that. You should get stuff that's already pre-made and embellish it. Sometimes it'll save you a lot of time and it'll get you into more creative ideas than just making everything completely from scratch. So there you have it. The top 10 things you should never say to an artist or crafter. I'm telling you, say it to me. All 10 of them. Say it to my face. You think I'm going to get offended? I'm going to be like, that's awesome. Yay. Because it's all about positivity. Positivity will build your life. Negativity, you're not even going to get out of bed. All right, guys? Keep making amazing art and crafts and anything creative you do. See you next time.